Hi, I'm here down at Woodwind Reed Co in the centre of Cambridge, and I'm checking out their saxophone stock today. They've given me a free rein across the store. It's good to come down on Wednesday afternoons. And I've picked out here the Yanagisawa S901 soprano. Now this is the entry-level soprano for Yanagisawa. I've played Yanagisawa sopranos now for, 16 years. Okay, I first got my first one when I was still in school, and it was actually a school soprano, and I kind of fell in love with them then. I've tried a few other brands of soprano through the years, most of the other leading major brands, but for me, especially when it comes to soprano, nothing else comes close to Yanagisawa. And a lot of my fellow professionals and a lot of guys at the top end, spoke to guys in New York and they're raving about Yanagisawa sopranos. In fact, I won't mention names, but one very, very famous soprano player has recently dropped playing his old Mark VI in order to play a Japanese-made soprano, because doing a lot more classical work he struggles with the intonation and things. So it's definitely the way to go. Playing soprano is very unforgiving. The soprano doesn't let you away with things like the tenor or the alto does. I have a number of people who come to me for lessons who go, I just can't get a good sound out of the soprano, and it takes a long time to get a good sound out of a soprano saxophone. Most of it is effort. It's getting the practice in, but having a good instrument certainly helps. So I'm going to play this for you. I mean, I could talk to you a little bit about the engineering, but I'm not an engineer. The big noticeable thing about this one, it has a straight neck. It doesn't have a detachable neck. I do prefer curved necks myself. The other Yanagisawa models do offer you that. This one doesn't. It's just a straight neck. But I'll play it for you and you can hear something. I'm going to play a piece off my meta-narrative album called Cave Hill Stomp. Now, I'm going to leave those a few little slips in because I wanted to make the point about the difference between the straight neck and the curved neck. For me, I'm so used to the curved neck that it just felt a little... I couldn't quite play as quickly as I usually do. I'll do a curved neck soprano in a moment, but I can't speak highly enough of these sopranos. They really are. This model of saxophone led me into getting a Yanagisawa. And I've owned them consistently now for 15 years, and I really, really highly recommend the sopranos. If you're looking to get into soprano, it's really important to get a good saxophone. You buy a cheap soprano, it will always sound bad, okay, especially if you're starting out on one. If you want to make inroads into playing the soprano, which I think is probably, of the main 4 saxophones, the hardest one to learn, this is a really good place to start. The Yanagisawa S901 soprano.